Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of Deckin Around Deck Specs. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the Worx deck by CardCutz. But before we jump into it, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel.
And ring the bell.
So this deck is printed by USPCC on their premium crush stock. It is part of an unspecified print run and will retail for $13. So let's check it out. So taking a look at the deck here, you can see it's a relatively standard tuck. We have the back design with the word Worx across it on the front of the tuck, no writing on the top or the sides, and then the bottom has the print copy with the designer's name on it, as well as CardCutz and Made in the USA. The back of the tuck box just has the word Worx with a little bit of a white drop shadow to it. And then here's the back design, as we saw on the tuck, without the word Worx on it. Fans exactly as you would expect, being USPCC Crush stock. Have two matching jokers here with really vibrant reds and greens, which we're going to see throughout the whole deck. Now, one of the things that stood out to me immediately was the lack of a stem on the spades, which kind of makes it look like a black heart. And depending on what direction you're holding the deck, obviously there could be some confusion there based on that, distinction. So all of the face cards in this deck were actually replaced with something kind of stylized to fit the deck. So there were letters with like gears and a little bit of like kind of an industrial or 3D render feel to them. All of the traditionally black suits are represented on the face cards with green coloring. And then you'll also notice on the Jack, Queen, and King letters, there's rivets that actually are shaped in the suit as well. So that really differentiates it between the rest of them. Otherwise, all four suits have basically the same face cards. And then here you can see the hearts, which again, the pips themselves look pretty much the same as the spades, other than the green versus the red background. And then you have a color change, double backer gaff card, and a CardCutz cut card. I have to say, it really does fan nice as well. Traditional USPCC fashion, the borders are not that even, but because it's a thinner border, you don't necessarily notice that the borders are misaligned, thankfully. But
right.
Yeah, it's definitely an interesting looking deck. I think it's definitely got a kind of a 3D render vibe to it, and it kind of even reminds me a little bit of what you would see with some of the Riffle Shuffle, like abstract, like the Deep Forest deck, if you were to replace animals with like 3D renders of gears.
Yeah. When I look at the stock box, for some reason, it kind of reminds me of a tomb or something. I just think of
All right,
like vampires or tombs or something. But obviously, the deck has nothing to do with it. And I think it's just because it's really dark.
Yeah, it is very dark. Even the back
yeah.
design, like the shadowing on it, is very, very like dark.
Yeah, it's hard to really see what it is.
Yeah, and like it's an interesting design. I mean, like the gears are there. It's pretty neat. It kind of reminds me a little bit of like a simple watch complication or something like that. But yeah, it's an interesting design, that's for sure.
Right on.
Yeah. Well, thanks everyone for checking out this episode of Deckin Around Deck Specs. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We drop these every Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday, so make sure to keep an eye out.